If the mob didn't know before, they know by now. Never ever get on the bad side of someone who is a Goonie, because Goonies never say die. They know that now. Gangster Squad. Gangster Squad is supposedly based on a true story, and it's the story of these few cops who are like, we're trying to go after Mickey Cohen, this big gangster played by Sean Penn, but politics keep getting in the way. If they play by the rules, they're never gonna get the guy, so they're like, screw it. They put the badges aside to do some dirty, hairy shit to take this guy out. Now, when a movie's like, oh, based on a true story, I usually go on the assumption that it's bullshit until proven otherwise, but that doesn't really matter because it's about these cops who put the badges aside to do what they need to do to stop a gangster. They form a mob to take down organized crime, and that sounds badass. I was like, all right, mobster movie and Josh Brolin and cops, and okay, I get it's gonna be like The Untouchables. But in terms of stylistic vision and execution, it's not really like The Untouchables. 2 scenes into the movie, I was like, this looks like Zack Snyder directed it. It just looked like a Zack Snyder movie. Not that that's bad. I like Zack Snyder movies as long as they're Zack Snyder movies that don't involve a few crazy chicks in the nut house who become samurais. But it doesn't mean Gangster Squad's not fun. I mean, you have Sean Penn as the bad guy. Sean Penn is just bad news in this movie. He no longer has gone full retard. He's gone full douchebag. He doesn't obey the rules. He just wants to take it all. He will kill people and their families. Which sounds pretty standard mob, but it's all about how he executes it, man. Spicoli losing his mind with a Thompson? Not a bad day. In terms of the Gangster Squad, Josh Brolin, Ryan Gosling, Michael Penn. Penna's not a big name right now, but he should be because he's a good actor. Robert Patrick, T-1000, he's the best character in this movie. He has his 6-shooter. Anytime someone has a cult single action army, just like a Western cowboy, but that's always, I'm on that person's side. Emma Stone's in the movie and she's all hot and sexy and has her thing with Sean Penn and Ryan Gosling, which is funny because are Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone together in real life? I can think of like 3 movies or at least 2 where they've banged. In which case, look, these attractive people need to stop that because they're gonna have really perfect super angel babies and I'm gonna hate them forever. Gangster Squad is not going for an Oscar. It's pure entertainment and fun. Which is weird to say that about a movie that's supposedly based on a true story about the mob. Usually you're like, alright, it's like Boardwalk Empire, but movie. Not like that at all, man. I swear to God, you would think to yourself, Zack Snyder directed this movie. But that's not a bad thing, you know? And the shootouts are happening, you just got a bunch of Tommy guns just but it's all in slow motion, the shells are flying out of the guns, you're like, alright, this is completely stylistic. I mean, yeah, you want a little more substance out of a mob movie, but it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you can watch the trailer and you have in your mind, you're like, I think I know how the movie's gonna play out, but the movie's gonna throw me some curveballs, right? No curveballs. It's pretty straightforward, beginning to end. It's exactly how you think it's gonna be. Everyone does a good job in Gangster Squad. They're all good actors. There's like one part where one guy's like, I'm really having a moral dilemma with what we're doing. It's, you know, it's not right. It's not within the law. And it's one of those things where if they didn't address it, I wouldn't even be thinking about it because that door wouldn't be opened in the movie. But now they open the door to a moral dilemma, which is fine if you're gonna have a deeper movie. But this movie's not. It's made purely for entertainment. So now I have to assess how did they do in addressing the moral dilemma now that they opened that door. Oh, it's just one sentence. It's no big deal. Which means they didn't deal with it very well, so now I have to address that in my video. I mean, if they really wanted the movie to flow, stick with the Tommy guns and popcorn. You do that just fine. Gangster Squad's like peanut butter and jelly. You open your lunchbox, you pull out a sandwich. Yeah, I have a lunchbox I still use apparently. I do. It's a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger lunchbox, complete with thermos. Not really. I don't really have that, but if I did, I would use it. But no, you pull out the sandwich, you're like, peanut butter and jelly. I like peanut butter and jelly. It's good. Yeah, you could have gone for a more involved sandwich, but peanut butter and jelly, it's simple, it's good, and it works fine. I will say Gangster Squad is a good time, no alcohol required. Alright, so what is your favorite mob movie? Whatever it is, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.